What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show back with another video, and yes, today we are talking about
Tokyo Ghoul.
Alright, specifically we're gonna be talking about why it kind of failed, and the anime in itself was really good. I really liked the anime for certain parts. Obviously, there were a lot of issues that kind of were glossed over when actually talking about the series. But when I look back on it, it was a fun little memory. I'm not gonna be mad that I watched it. I actually enjoyed it, and that's one thing I can definitely say about Tokyo Ghoul that I cannot say about other anime. I watched it like around the time it came out, maybe like a year or two after it came out, probably, but I really enjoyed it. I really was a fan of it. I mean, I liked the direction they were taking it, and then it just felt like it fell apart through a lot of like pacing and bad animation and stuff. But we'll get to that. But first, Tokyo Ghoul is a dark and thrilling manga series by Shu Ushida, captured the hearts of many fans with its blend of horror, action, and psychological elements. However, when it came to transition from the page to screen, it just wasn't that good, to be honest. The Tokyo Ghoul anime faced so many challenges, and it ultimately led to its downfall. In this video, we're going to kind of get into the reasons why Tokyo Ghoul the anime did not really live up to the hype of the source material and to the expectations of its passionate fan base. Now, one of the primary issues that plagued Tokyo Ghoul was its pacing. Pacing was horrible. I feel like some events took forever to come through, and some events honestly just did not come through fast enough. Pacing was just kind of all over the place in Tokyo Ghoul. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really do enjoy the anime, like I said, so be mindful of that when I start talk trash about it a little bit. But the problem is, it's like the anime adaptation tried to condense like so many different story arcs into like a couple of episodes. Ended up being like a lot of rushed plot lines, and character development was non-existent. I think the only character that really developed to me specifically was like Kanaki, but that's because his development was so forward and pushed to the front. I feel like they really kind of screwed up a lot of characters because we really should have got some backstory on them, or just some exposition. They skipped over like a lot of things. It just, all it did was just result in like, rushed plot lines, and like I said, all the key moments and the crucial moments from the manga was kind of like gutted. They were omitted or either changed to leave fans really unsatisfied. I'm confused though, because Tokyo Ghoul is like a decent manga and stuff. You think the hype around it would have actually got a decent anime adaptation. I've seen anime that gets adapted really well that are just not good, and that's sad to say. You would think the story of this magnitude would be able to get like a better budget, to say the least. But we asked some people, how they felt about Tokyo Ghoul, and here's what they said. So, how do you feel about Tokyo Ghoul, like as a whole?
To be honest, they skipped over so many important scenes from the manga. It felt like they were just rushing through the story without giving any of the attention it deserved.
Okay, and you?
To be honest, the character development suffered a lot, and the manga to really understand the struggles and motivations of each character. But the anime felt really shallow and superficial.
Now, a big factor of why this anime didn't do as good as it should have, like a big factor, like a really big factor, was the fact that the animation and art style was weird. I'm not gonna lie, the first season was impressive. Like, the first season was cool, where it gets you hooked, gets you really into it. The seasons after that, I feel like they just suffered from a major decline in quality. Like, I feel like every season they just got worse animation, which is crazy to think about. Like, the animation was subpar by crazy standards, and they had a lot of inconsistent character designs. Like, it was just kind of all over the place. It was just a major turn off for me. I don't know, I can't speak for you guys, but the animation really brings out an anime. People say Demon Slayer is carried by animation, and what I'm saying, even though I can agree with that to a certain extent, Tokyo Ghoul has a decent story, has a really good story, at least to my knowledge. If they would have got the animation that Demon Slayer would have got, it would have been a lot better. I swear it felt like it just kind of fell off. It was like a 7 Deadly Sins thing. Like, it started off decent, or started off good actually, got decent, and then, eventually went to who knows where. And it's weird because it's like, it's a very dark and gritty aesthetic. The manga and stuff is drawn that way. So, not saying that they didn't try to keep that, it just seems like it was just a little bit off. And then it was censored a lot. A lot of anime fans do not like censoring. And I can kind of agree, because when you censor in the anime, you don't really get to see the full vision of the anime. Some stuff needs to be censored. Like, obviously, there's like stuff like Prison School and stuff that you really can't just be watching on TV non-censored. Honestly, you can't watch on TV at all, to be honest with you. But a lot of the violence and stuff was toned down. It was a crucial aspect of the manga. It was very disappointing to see like they kind of took some of that stuff out. It was more of a watered down approach. Like they kind of took the manga and just chopped it up, diminished the impact of the actual original source material. This change from like the dark and gruesome nature of the manga left the viewers detached. It made you not really relate, if that's even a good word in this situation, to the actual manga. So all in all, honestly, Tokyo Ghoul's pacing issues, lackluster animation, and deviation from the manga's essence ultimately led to the loss in faith. You know, people stopped caring about the anime adaptation. I think that one season came out and people just like, nah, and just kind of dropped it. So the last season came out and people just did not care anymore. It felt like they failed to capture like a little bit of the complexity of the source material. I'm not saying this is like Oda or, you know what I'm saying, the writer for Berserk, but it was a decent source material. He definitely had some issues towards the end of the manga, but in terms of the anime, it really deserved better. But here's what we praise Tokyo Ghoul. Now, despite its shortcomings, Tokyo Ghoul still managed to leave an incredible mark on fans. The manga remains a beloved work of fiction. The anime kind of fell short, obviously, but you know it serves the reminder like it's hard to make a story into anime. So when you get an anime that's really good animated, appreciate it. The anime may have failed in a sense, but not really. Obviously, it was really successful. But the legacy lives on, man. You can go actually watch the anime if you want. You can go read the manga. Honestly, either way, you'll end up enjoying yourself. I kind of even like the change from like the Kenkanaki stuff. I kind of thought it was really cool. Should have been implemented a little bit better. But, you know, so I thought it was an interesting plot point. But with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.
やれやれだぜ。